All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Kevin Dennis. I'm here with the Method Test Prep Time, just to, again, our weekdays at 11 a.m., just to kind of go over a couple of little strategies that we can discuss, during our times of isolation. So today, I'm going to be talking about most knowing needs questions, which are some of the trickier questions you might see on the SAT. These are the types of questions where if you go to the passage, they're going to say there's a certain word, and it basically is going to say, hey, what does this word mean in this context of the question? Okay, so just waiting for the next slide to go on. So the first example, one good thing about this presentation I'm going to do is that there's going to be certain examples. You can feel free to pause either the live video or later the recording to see how it goes. And you can just kind of take a look and, kind of see the questions as we go along. So the first example we have here, okay, is, this is, again, the example of the type of question that you're going to see. So in this case, you can take a couple seconds, you can read the passage. And in this case, we're talking about the word form. So with the word form, you can see that there's a bunch of different words that this could potentially mean. So the idea is to say, hey, what does this word mean in this case? Okay, we're not looking for, we're not looking for what the word can mean. We're looking for what the word does mean. So in this particular question, the one strategy that you can use is you can always say, take each of the word, substitute it for the words of the quotes in the text, and then listen to see which one sounds the best. Okay? This is usually best used when the students know all of the words in the answer choices. So when they know all the words in the answer choices, it's just easy to just go ahead, take them in, see which one fits the best. Okay? The other thing about this is that when you do take these words and plug them in, you basically need to treat them like a puzzle piece. So you need to take the one word out, put the next one in, and it has to fit perfect. And if it doesn't fit perfect, then it's not going to work. Okay? So what we're going to do is, again, so it's best used when the students know all the words, and then again, it's like a puzzle piece. You got to take one out, put it in, and see which one fits the best. Okay, so we're going to go back to our question here, and we're going to say, hey, which one of these actually fits the best? So had he followed appearance? Had he followed custom? Had he followed structure? Had he followed nature? So if I take each of those words in and see which one fits the best, we're going to find that the word that absolutely fits the best in this case is going to be custom. Okay, so Akira came directly, breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed custom? Had he asked his mother to speak to his father to approach a go-between, would she have been more receptive? And totally fits perfect. Okay? Now, there's another strategy that you can use, and that's when if you do not know all of the words. So instead of taking each of the answer choices and putting them in and see which one fits the best, sometimes the best option is to black out the worded quotes from the question, the text, and substitute your own word. And then what you want to do is then match and or eliminate with the ones that don't match. So that is usually best used when you don't know all of the words. And that's one of the things that the SAT loves. They love to give you 4 answer choices and 3 of the words you know, 1 of the words you don't know. And students have a tendency to torch the word, one of the words they do know, into the passage, when it's really probably one of the answers that they don't know. So I like to call this the Sherlock Holmes theory, because Sherlock Holmes has this theory that when you get rid of everything that's wrong, whatever's left has got to be right. Okay, and that's what we're going to do with our next question. So with this next question, I've actually eliminated all the answer choices. So you're going to take a look at the passage, and you're going to see, hey, what would actually fit there the best? Okay, what would actually fit there the best? So in that case, In that case, we want to see which one works. Okay, so now what we'll do is now go to each of the answer choices, and actually black it out. Okay, by blacking it out completely, it gives us a better option of seeing what's going to work here. Okay? And if I black it out, then I can say, hey, what word would actually fit there without that word in there? Okay, and by blacking it out, I'm going to find that, hey, it says that population growth, it can occur in cities that are growing, those whose numbers are blank, and even those that are undergoing a modest decline in size. Okay? So in that case, what would be a nice one? We'll talk about growth, then later we talk about decline, so maybe a word that means even. Okay? And if you look at these answer choices, you notice there's really nothing here that means even. Okay? But you know what deflated means, you know what featureless means, and you know what obscure means. And there's a good chance that even doesn't mean any of those. So in that case, our best word is probably going to be static. Okay? Because now what static means is kind of like the opposite of dynamic. So dynamic is going up and down. It keeps an even state, so it's all the same. So that's actually why that word fits the best. But again, it really doesn't matter. The idea is that you want to get the right answer based on knowing that deflated, featureless, and obscure, that none of those words work. So in this case, our correct answer is going to be static, because again, we know that that's going on. So now, the one thing that a lot of students have the tendency to make a mistake on is thinking that just looking for a word, okay, a word that makes it just a synonym of the word that's there, okay, and that is really a big mistake, because we're not looking for a synonym, we're looking for a word that fits in that case, okay? So, for example, you can get a word like gobbledygook. I don't care what word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It doesn't make a difference what the word is. You're not looking for a perfect synonym of what's going on. Okay, you're looking for a word that fits in the passage at that point. Okay? So we're going to come up to another answer choice. So again, word to be about gobbledygook doesn't matter. Okay, you're looking for something that fits in that place. So now we're just waiting for the next example. When it comes up, you're going to see the word embraced. Okay, when we see the word embraced, there's a lot of words that could actually mean. Okay? So, but again, we're not looking for something that matches the word embraced literally. We're looking for something that matches it in this passage. So we got two words there. So we have lovingly held and eagerly hugged, which would be literal meanings of the word embraced. But that's not what we're looking for here. Okay? We're looking for something that actually, again, that fits in this passage. Those are two answer choices I would almost eliminate immediately. Okay? Because it's never going to be a perfect synonym of what you're going to see here. Okay, so I would eliminate lovingly held and eagerly hugged immediately, and then I would try and pick from the other two that are going to fit the best. Okay, in this case, the correct answer is going to be readily adopted, because again, that's the one that fits the best here. Others have accepted the ethical critique and readily adopted corporate social responsibility. So I'm going to kind of go through a couple of these answer choices, a couple other questions, just so you can kind of take a look and see how we're going to put them into play. So our first example, again, was an instance where we're going to take the words out, put them in, and then see which one fits the best. So again, if you are watching this recorded, feel free to pause anytime. If you're already doing live, you can probably pause the live recording as well. So we're going to see the first question that comes up, and you can see the word hold. So with the word hold, what we're looking for here is what fits the best here. So history suggests that those will be hard lines to maintain, hard lines to grip, hard lines to restrain, hard lines to withstand. So you can kind of just take a look, see which one you think would fit the best. In that case, it's definitely going to be the word maintain. Notice how grip, restrain, and withstand all could be literal meanings of the word, but that, again, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for maintaining these hard lines, what actually fits in the best here. So next we're going to see the word regularly. And again, I've actually taken out the answer choices. I'm going to put them up one by one, and we can kind of see how they fit. Or they might pile atoms into, blank spaces. Again, try and think of your own word. That's, again, one strategy that's going to work. Or they might pile atoms into acceptably spaced mounds, evenly spaced mounds, frequently spaced mounds, normally spaced mounds. So which of those do you think is going to fit the best? It's definitely going to be the word evenly. So now we're going to have one where we've actually blacked out the word. And again, I haven't even put in the answer choices. So the word is just completely blacked out. And you're going to see, hey, what is actually going to fit in that case there? What actually fits the best? And what's interesting is with this case, you're going to see the word and you're like not going to know what the word is. So again, not going to know what the word is and see which one fits in there. So it says, someone has said that a truth once spoken can never be blank. It goes on and no one can set a limit. So it will be a good word to be there. So it's gone out and you can never limit it, then what's going to fit best there? Well, there's a lot of words that could go there, but again, we're looking for the word that fits best there. So in this case, we're going to have a word that means maybe, brought back or taken back. So here we have the word recalled. If I think of the literal words that are being recalled, there's a lot of different things I can use for the word recalled. Okay? Trying to remember something, trying to, do a lot of things with recall, like trying to recall memory, trying to repeat something. So in this case, if you think of the word recall literally, again, you're going to have a lot of different answer choices, a lot of things that come to your mind. But again, sometimes there's going to be words that you don't know. So in this case, the 4 answer choices we're going to see are repeated, retracted, rejected, and remembered. So again, of those 4 words, probably the hardest word in this case actually is going to be the correct answer, which is going to be retracted. And simply because, and if you think about retractable claws that cats have, again, that's something they can bring back. So now again, last thing we're going to do is just one more question. And again, good time to pause. You can kind of test yourself. So again, you don't care what the word is. Again, it can be kind of gobbledygook. It can be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It could be absolutely anything. So in the next example that we're going to see, you're going to see the word want. Now the word want can mean a bunch of different things again. So the idea is, again, we're not looking for literal meanings of the word. Okay, we're looking for what does it mean there. So in this case, and then when it comes up, you're going to see that I've actually taken out the passage. So I've just put up the 4 answer choices. So in that instance, with just those 4 answer choices, you're going to see how some actually, literally mean the word want, certainly the way that you're thinking of. And certainly some of those words you're looking at are, hey, that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm thinking of the word want. Okay? So now what we're going to do is then take a look at the passage, and then we'll look at the passage and we'll take a look, okay, so what does the word want actually mean in this case? So certainly when we take a look at this, okay, and now notice I've taken those words out, so now let's see what's there. But it was a black morning's work for Emma. The want of Miss Taylor would be felt every hour of every day. So now that we've got these answer choices, the easy answer choice would be desire, because that's what most people think. Okay? Because that's certainly what we think of the word want. But in this case, that word doesn't fit there. You're not going to say the desire of Miss Taylor, especially if we're looking for something from Emma's perspective. So desire doesn't work. So it's actually going to be the word lack. So that actually fits perfect. But it was a black morning's work for Emma. The lack of Miss Taylor would be felt every hour of every day. And now she's talking about recalling her past kindness and how she's not around. Okay, obviously we just have short excerpts of these passages. So obviously if you had read more, you might have a better sense. But it still does give you a pretty idea of how that works. Okay, so that's pretty much our quick lesson for the day. I'm pulling up the most early means questions, those little strategies. Again, that slide to pick it up again. So you can talk about, you can kind of review that at any time that you want. I do want to just also talk about some of the other things that we do have here at Method Test Prep. So we are, obviously we have, we have private tutoring, so you can certainly go to our page anytime. We are also going to be doing a lesson on percents. So if you found this informative, if you found other ones that we've done so far this week informative, we're going to be doing one on percents in next Wednesday, April 1st at the time. You can just go ahead and register right online at that link. So you can just go to Method Test Prep. We have Advantage classes. These are focused on simply focused on the SAT and the ACT. These are full online classes that we're going to be doing. We also have our online self-paced program. If you go to our blog, you could go and you can take a look and you can see the online program, it's normally $199, but with the promo code of FUTURE, you get it off for 50%, which would be $99.50. Okay, so I hope you guys found this informative. And again, hope everybody stays safe out there.